All right, here we are on a beautiful Monday morning, and we have the two most lovable old geezers that do a YouTube morning show right here. We got Tom and me. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Are you lovable one or lovable two?
Well, since it's your show, I'll be lovable too.
We're kind of like, who doesn't like Santa Claus? Everybody loves Santa Claus. That's us. Lovable old geezers. That's us. 1 million Cubs Project. What is that? Morning, lag. Who all's here? Anissa was first? Man, congratulations, Anissa. What an accomplishment.
Either that or she has no life.
Jabez, he's got a ton to ship, but you're going to chat for a bit. Found a couple of John Deere heads. K product. K products is good schnit. Good schnit. One still has tags, but darn it, the snapback is damaged. Oh. I bet somebody could make a semi career out of repairing rare snapback hats. Send it in and we'll put on new snaps for you.
Good morning, Mr. Sadie.
Hellfire Sadie.
Well, what's damaged about it?
Oh, you know the plastic part of a snapback, it just, when it gets old, it gets brittle and then just breaks. Um, which is hateful because K product snapbacks are hard to find now and worth. You buy every one of them made in the USA. K products. Um, Vintage dead stock Carhartts. Gotta love Carhartt. Gotta love K products. We're giving away all our good bolos this morning. Yes, Wendy. I am lovable. I am really lovable. And Tom is even more than me. The ozone machine probably would be a good purchase. Uh, oh, I had to buy an ozone machine. Was that do? Does that get out the sweat stains? Absolutely.
Carol, can you hear me?
Carol. Morning, Robin. You can't hear Todd. No, my. Anybody else having trouble hearing me besides Vintage? I'll look at my settings. Nope, I'm turned up all the way.
I think,
I'll move the mic a little closer to my mouth.
Carol, turn up your hearing aid.
Plastic snap is cracked. Yeah, that's terrible. Can't hear Todd. All right, let me
Am I as loud now, Carol?
let, let me restart my mic.
I hear him just fine. And just says now she can hear Todd.
You can hear me now?
I guess.
It switched on me. Damn it.
Am I still as loud?
It's better now? Well, that was weird. Tom could hear me fine, right, Tom?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Everybody apparently can hear you fine.
That's weird. I just unplugged the USB transmitter thing and plugged it back in. Tom is louder than Todd on my end. Mine is turned up all the way.
Let me see if I can figure out how to turn the volume down on this mic.
Okay, Robin says it's much better balance when you moved your mic and improved. Okay, whatever.
It'd just be easier to talk softer.
Yeah, old dadgum loudmouth.
Yeah, that's me. No, Sergey got me a mic for Christmas, and I'm not truly got the hang of it yet.
I don't know, Jabus, would it, all these minifigs, would it be worth it to Google search every one of them? Or just, I'm gonna probably just sell them all in one lot. That's what I pulled out so far. I pretty much got through the first tote of Legos. And now I got to do the big tote. That first tote had some big ol' ass rocks in it, like rocks. Sent my first offers this year, kaboomy.
Are you just going to throw them out there as a price, or are you going to put them on auction?
I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. Good morning, Maggie, you beautiful hot chicky poo, you. I should do the Google. I should take the time to do the Google Lens.
Do what?
Cha-ching. There you go, Anissa. Look, everybody, Anissa got a cha-ching for hitting the like button. Carol's here too. Another beautiful hot chicky poo. Who made us out? Wasn't me. It was Anissa. Yeah, I know Google Lens is the way to ID them, but is it worth the time is what I'm wondering.
Well, you could pull up.
I did. I got a cha-ching. When did it? Oh, I did. Y'all were talking about me getting a cha-ching. I never even heard it. Okay, I sold a Teledyne Water Pick Super Saver 3 shower head. I got a question to answer. $41. If you see Teledyne Water Pick on anything, try to pick it up. That's right, all the cute ones. Yeah,
All the cute what?
I didn't even hear the cha-ching. Water Pick is a good brand. Yep. Let's see. Orders. I'll just show you what it is. This was in a box lot I got from the auction. A lot of stuff I buy from the auction is just a crapshoot, and this box lot was, but this particular one more than paid for the box lot, so the rest of it's all profit. So boom. I just listed that yesterday. Yeah.
Good morning,
Isn't that
Jennifer.
great?
Good morning, Petlin. So that's still in the package.
Yeah. I had to tape the bottom of the package, but it's brand new in the. Yeah, look at the back label. It's got a little shelf life.
Yeah,
But it's brand new in the package. So I lowered the price. You can see my tape job in that picture.
yeah.
See the tape right there is stuck on it.
So you sold a pipe, and this says you sold a pipe.
Did I? Yeah, I sold a pipe, but not over the weekend. I
Hmm.
sold one like Thursday. So yeah, I don't have a pipe in here. These are my solds I haven't shipped yet. Sold another SpongeBob. Sold a couple of pieces of jewelry. Roseville pottery is a pretty good bolo if you can get a hold of it. That's a that's a pretty small vase. It's only like 6 inches. Hi Jennifer. Hi young Todd. Young Todd's here. That handsome devil from Wisconsin that blows snow, and I still want to see a snow blowing video from you this year. Those are so fun to watch. I don't know why. It's just fascinating. And I got a message to answer. Let me stop sharing here. Huh. Do. Wow. So I got a pair of Carnival glasses, and the message was they sent me a picture of what they have already and asked me to think if I thought it matched, and I'm like, oh my god, if I sell it and ship it out, hmm.
Every time you say Carnival glass, the first thing that pops in my mind is the cruise line.
I mean, it may not be. I don't know. They look awfully close if they're not the same thing. So I guess I'll send them a message saying so. I hate it when you go,
I don't do glass. I'm too old and
man,
shaky. I'll drop and break something.
I wouldn't do glass, but dang, I make money on it. Jeez, you just saw that vase, $31, and I probably gave $1 for it.
What is the F and F of Fitz and Floyd?
Uh,
That's right, Mr. Sadie. Oh, Fitz and Floyd makes that fancy stuff.
all right, I'm getting behind in the chat because I'm answering
That's all
customer
right.
questions. I should not be rude and just do that after the show. Little Debbie's here. Another cute hottie. Do, do, do. What'd you sell, Anissa? Oh, Fitz and Floyd something? Yeah, glass is hateful to ship. At your age, anything that breathes is a hottie. Well, no, I'm not real partial to Oprah Winfrey's looks. She's not a hottie. Not very partial to, you know, Nancy Pelosi. Yuck. Winfrey is she? She is one of the richest women in the world. I know that.
Who is that?
Oprah Winfrey.
Okra?
Yeah, we saw her her mansion in the Bahamas. We took a submarine ride in the Bahamas off of an island on an excursion, and we passed by a bunch of mansions that were along the beach and on one of the islands, and Oprah Winfrey's was one of them. I bet, Sadie, I bet your boy has been saving up a bunch of good stuff. He only has 100 listings. But yeah, if he hadn't listed for a couple of years, he's had time to procure some pretty nice stuff, I bet. Procure. Basement Life. Oh, all fresh inventory. Okay. Well, some people are just good at reselling, even though they may not have done it for a while. Haze, diesel, or cheese? What? I don't know what you're talking about, 24K. Mousse, creamer, and sugar syrup. Well, that's not too large. You can get that in a 12-12-8, which is tons of bubble wrap and paper around it. You haven't listed since October. Well, I bet your sales are down. Those are strains of wild Mexican parsley. Oh, okay. Speaking of Mexico, they pulled off that trucker rally to the border of Texas. A lot of folks want to retake our borders. And there were some great speeches. I sat and listened to some of the speechifying.
Speechifying.
Yeah, there were former military and doctors, and they.
I would say go ahead and let's make the change. This is you want to see
If
this?
you remember in Texas, a couple of years ago, a dude shot up the Baptist church in what town was that? Remember when they shot up that Baptist church, killed a bunch of people?
Yeah.
Well, the guy that made the speech at the rally, or one of the speeches at the rally, was a weapons instructor, and he heard shooting going on at the Baptist church. He ran in his house barefoot, grabbed his AR-47, and then he flagged down. He shot him a couple of times, and then the guy took off in his car, and he flagged down another person that lives in the same town, and they chased the guy down. But before they could catch him, the guy pulled over and killed himself, shot himself. So that was an interesting talk by that gentleman. Yeah, AK-47. I think did I say AR-47? I think he said AK-47. Sorry. And then he kind of said, well, if I hadn't gotten out my gun and shot him, he might have gone down the road and shot some more places up. So you want to take away my AK-47, then yeah, and think of all the money taxpayers would have had to spend on courts and prisons and psychologists to DJ Cool in the house. DJ Cool. So
What's the center of that collision?
hang on. Talk, Tom.
Okay. So, y'all getting much snow up north? Are you DJing on the side now, Tommy? I got a question for you while Todd's gone. What's the craziest thing that y'all sold? Yeah, it was nice here too, Anessa. eBay is dead. Well, I hope you're usually out. If you're not in a skirt, I hope you're out in pants. Or do you live in a nudist community? Clothing optional community, Anessa?
Okay, I'm back. talking to the audience?
I was asking what was the craziest thing they've sold, and
A
this
bong?
is a nasty pair of sneakers. That's just nasty, Tommy. Well, some people seem to be making some money off of eBay.
You sold a casket?
Was it occupied, Mr. Sadie?
That's cool. Night vision goggles.
Did you put it in the listing as a flower vase, James?
Roman. Yep, eBay's dead. That's why I sold 24 things over the weekend on eBay. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Is a water pipe?
Water pipe.
That sure was some pretty plumbing for under the sink.
Lag bought that water pipe. Yeah, viewers, Lag bought it all.
He's just spending his allowance that his mama gives him.
Maggie
This
sold a
basement's
collection
probably
of
2,400 square foot.
handwritten notebooks and journals about UFOs. Cool.
Oh, I bet that was interesting. Did you happen to read any of them before you sold them, Maggie?
I bet so. That's why she thinks she was abducted when she was 28.
Now, I got a question for you.
Me?
In the case of her handwritten notebooks about UFOs, could you reset those, type them out and sell them on Amazon? Would that have been some good reading, Maggie?
You had nightmares about it? No, those weren't nightmares. They abducted you too for reading it.
Maggie, I said, could you have taken those diaries, journals, and typed them out and set them up for like KDB publishing on Amazon?
That might have been the thing to do. Except, wouldn't you have to have the author's permission?
That's what I'm just wondering. How old they are.
But of course, if they were never published, wouldn't you have the sole rights to them?
The copyright's real crazy. Because the way from what I've read, if you've written it down, it's copyrighted by you.
Really?
Yeah, you could have copied them. Because that's what there's a lot of stuff. If you type journals or vintage journals handwritten uh, into eBay, you get all kinds of photocopied journals.
Well, that makes sense, Sadie.
What did
He sold a casket. He strapped it in the back of his truck, and the guy that bought it was fixing up our hearse for Halloween. There was a guy way back when I used to run marathons, and he had a hearse. He was kind of a traveling marathon runner,
Mm-hmm.
and he would spend like 4 or 5 months out of the year traveling from marathon to marathon. Because from about February to about September, there's pretty much every big city has a marathon. So he had run the Boston Marathon, the Houston Marathon. Anyway, he was at the Houston Marathon with that hearse, and it was so cool. He camped in it some when he couldn't afford a hotel and such.
Um,
But if you think about a hearse, how many miles are those things going to have on them? Probably not all that many.
no, not very many.
Even an older one.
I'll go ahead and share this story with you instead of saving it for my show. My family is from Conway, South Carolina. And if you happen to pass through Conway, you'll see my last name on a lot of buildings down there, businesses and whatnot. And because our family's been there since the late 1800s, our family's always used a certain funeral home, and it's called Goldfinch Funeral Home. It's a family-owned operation, or it was. And so when one of our family members was being buried, it was like a family reunion, so to speak. And because these people worked there for all their life. And there was these two guys, Tommy and John, and they'd started working there when they were like teenagers. Anyway, we always had to, my brothers and I and our cousins always had to ask them what was the latest excitement in the funeral home business. And they said that they had to take it. It was the two of them had to take a hearse and go to Florence, South Carolina, which is a direct shot. It's there's a 4-lane highway running between Florence and Conway, out through the middle of nowhere. Anyway, they were except during beach traffic, then you'll get it's one of the highest traffic counts in South Carolina because that's on the way to the beach. But he said they were on the way back. They had a body in a traveling casket in the back of it, and it was a big guy. And all of a sudden, Tommy said, we were driving along, and he says, damn, I smell smoke. The engine on the hearse caught on fire. So they had to pull over on the side of the road and drag that casket out the back of the hearse and drag it away from the hearse before, in case the hearse exploded.
Barbecue.
And Tommy said that was a big old fella, and it was heavy, and they just drug it out the back of the casket. And he said those traveling caskets are not made for abuse. But he said they drug that sucker out, and it hit the ground, and they were praying that casket didn't shatter.
Traveling casket.
But he was
that'd be a good name for a
a goth band.
A goth band, yeah.
Okay, I copyrighted that. I just copyrighted. Um, but they always had stuff. I mean, it was nothing on their part. It was just crap that happens.
Bearded picker, bearded picker, bearded picker. Let's see if it works. Anybody
So,
else wants to
Felix,
come on and chat?
did you sell any watches to royalty in the last week?
Royalty. Royalty is brother. They just take stuff. They don't have to buy anything.
Are you serious, Tommy? You sold a used jock strap?
No. Haven't sold a watch in 8 months.
You been busy doing other things, Felix, or you just been buying?
Oh, you did sell one. I thought they quit allowing used underwear and jog straps on for sale. Maybe he sold it before they quit allowing that.
Felix, I wish I was a millionaire because I would pay for you and your wife to go on a cruise with us, just so when the guy starts talking about the Rolexes and they're on sale, you could look at them.
Yeah, he'd be sitting there. You can get that for 10,000 less. Here, let me show you where. He would be a fly in their soup, I imagine.
Yeah, this guy was, I mean, that's their job is to sell, just like y'all's job is to sell on eBay. But he, tell your husband to come over here and see me, and we'll set you up with that expensive crapatoria ring, that kind of thing. Well, I don't know. And I just can't imagine spending that kind of money for a watch. But man, they're giving you a deal. They're giving away the store, basically, is what they imply. And I really wonder how many they sell each cruise, if they sell any at all.
I remember when, speaking of nastiness, I remember when Elvis would take one of his scarves and wipe the sweat off his face and then throw it to the ladies in the audience, and they just couldn't get enough of that. I thought that was gross. Just find
What's
a
an
local
AD?
athletic director. They have plenty in the same.
Oh.
Huh.
Nowadays, somebody could clone another Elvis with all the DNA that's floating around on scarves.
I thought you were hitting up athletic directors to get jock straps, Kent.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I wasn't sure what it was, and then you said athletic director, and I thought, did Todd jump back to jock straps?
I did.
Is that a
Butcher.
fancy retail store?
I think that's a watch brand.
Oh, is it?
I
I don't
think.
know. Just read down that far. I was getting ready to see what Miss Google has to say about it.
I remember that Bad News Bears movie when the little girl joined the team and they made her put on a jock strap because it was
A
a
rule.
little league rule.
Oh, that's a jeweler, Todd.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they sell Pataki and other ones too. That was the first thing that came up. Switzerland, Germany, United Kingdom, France, Austria, Denmark. There's not one in the U.S. Anyway, they just look too it's too expensive. They wouldn't even let me walk in the door. Would you stop?
They would let you in if you promised to clean the place, maybe.
Yeah, if I was there to vacuum and wipe the glass down.
What's TPG failure? See, I don't know all the abbreviations. I thought AD was athletic director. What is TPG? All right, let's check on Bitcoin. Do, do, do. And
What's gold and silver looking like?
they're pretty flat. No gains. None of it's not going up or down much. Bitcoin is 43,257. So it's up a little bit today. Let's see. Stocks. What are stocks are off today? Stocks should be way off. They've been going up a bunch.
Did y'all play any cards over the weekend?
Yeah, I lost bad on Saturday, but I won. How much did I win? Let's see. I won about $11 yesterday evening. Yeah, silver's down. Gold is down, but not much. A little bit. Oh, Larry sent me. Okay, cool. Do, do. That was Sadie's boy did $1,908 in sales in what? What'd you say? 2 weeks after restarting? It's cool.
What did you sell? Just stuff?
Widgets.
Widgets? Widgets are good, especially if you can get them at the right price.
Yep. lady.
Is that one of the big boy fishermen or whatever they call them? Or is that a different side?
Yeah, Sadie, you didn't. I send Sadie text messages and he doesn't even look at them. Look at that. What a friend.
Fat boys, yeah. I knew it was big boys, something like that. Like, have you ever used a fishing pole?
A phone-free day. Well, I get it.
What'd you do? Leave it at home?
Yeah, sometimes phone gets annoying.
Our
Yeah, this
cable went back out Friday afternoon and didn't come back on till like noon on Saturday.
somebody's
I
loading.
bet you if the cable network went down, system across the country went down, the cellular phone service and the internet went down for 24 hours. I bet there would be people jumping off the damn buildings. I don't know what to do. I'm bored.
Uh, do, 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 do. Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's this coming weekend, isn't it? Super Bowl.
yep, I think so. All right, buyer wants me to send him an offer for $7. Uh,
If it wasn't for spam callers, Mr. Sadie, our phones wouldn't even read. If, with the exception of our mother's calling, because my mother doesn't text. She's got a flip phone. Roberta's mother does text, and of course the boys text.
let's reply with offer. Huh? That's weird. Got a message about an item, but it won't. It doesn't bring up the button. Send him an offer. Huh. I don't know why.
Well, you can go up into the mountains and of North Carolina and not have service because they put a moratorium on cell towers down through the Smoky Mountains.
A retreat where you only spend time online. Okay. You do that anyway. Every day. Life alert. 29 what? What are we counting, Kent? The times the cat attacks Tom?
No, I think he's counting how many times I've licked my lips.
What?
I don't know. Every time I lip my lip, he because my lips are dry, um, he mounts. He runs it.
Oh,
Adds another number, and then I'm thinking to myself, "Damn, you need to get a freaking life if you. That's all you got going on for you."
Tommy says he's counting his sales.
Uh,
30.
now, Felix, you've got an 8-year-old, and then you've got a lot older children, right? College age.
Yeah. It'd be hard for James, the boring reseller live guy. It would be tough for him not to make sales because he has like 50,000 listings.
Oh, okay. I was thinking that you had like 21 was your youngest, other than the 8-year-old. I don't know. And they're all boys, right? Hmm. The fun never ends. I was reading Joanna said it was giving us an Olympic score. I was looking at an article about the Olympics, and apparently people that have committed to having the Olympics is running into cash flow problems, and people that would like to have it have had to back out of it because they don't have the funds, and they the people of the community does not want to throw in tax dollars. F1, that's the racing cars,
Mm-hmm.
open wheels. When we were in Australia in '95, we were in Melbourne, and they were getting ready for the Melbourne Grand Prix. Had concrete media set up, so all they had to do is drag them in place. If I listed 52.
But I listened to James Boring Reseller Live, and I bet his average sales per item is a whole lot lower than Tommy's. I mean, he doesn't mind selling a CD for $5.
plus shipping.
Probably, yeah. uh, I don't know though, Tommy. You think about it. If you got a stack of CDs, you just sit there at your picture booth and go front, back, next, front, back, next, front, back, next, and then you list them with a template. And just change the title. I bet you could do 30 an hour. Parmigiani. Hopefully marketing.
Oh, I do like those watches, but not for how much did he say? $800,000.
Shut up, Sadie. I sent out offers yesterday, and I probably got 5 sales off of that. Sending out offers works pretty good. Scavenger life, yeah. And what was that couple that used to have like 30,000 listings? They quit making videos. They were into real estate too, rentals. Who were those guys? Nancy, you remember them, I'm sure.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, Texas. If $3 helps you pay your power bill or your rent, that $3 is worth a lot.
Yeah, what was that couple's name? They did a podcast like at least once a week, probably 2 or 3 times a week.
The ones with the 5 million items listed and 5 warehouses and
No, they weren't that big. Yeah,
well,
Ryan. And they had him and the girl. They were like cartoon characters on their logo.
right, Scavenger Life.
That was Scavenger Life. Oh, okay.
Tommy said it was, and you know
Oh, okay.
Tommy
Scavenger.
knows
Yeah,
everything.
my brain went to Crazy Picker Life when you said Scavenger. Okay. Yeah, that's the ones I was thinking about.
What happened to them?
They just quit making YouTube video. I forget when they said they quit making.
Are they still eBaying?
I would expect they do. They got into where they were spending a whole lot more time renovating places to turn into rental units.
Right.
Bin pickers. Harry, what did he say? Ling Ling and somebody? Those were the pandas that China gave to the United States. Ling Ling and Ping Ping or something. Hey,
Hey,
Craig.
Craig.
Craig. Yep.
Now, I was exaggerating with the 5 million listings, but they had a whole lot of listings. And Dusty used to say, maybe if you put that stuff on a sale, you wouldn't have a million listings. You would sell something.
Yeah, a sale or you know, end and sell similar. They never did any of that. They would just list it and put it up, and if
Let
it
it
sold, it
auto.
sold. If it didn't sold, it didn't sold. They must have had a lot of storage space.
Well, they were constantly building where they had like 3 warehouses on their farm.
Yeah.
But when I quit watching them, they were building another warehouse.
All right. I'll be right back. I gotta
Okay,
pay.
that's probably Tommy. Tommy's probably got a big, huge warehouse in his backyard with all those shoes in it that he sells. I was trying to click on Mr. Sadie says. They are venturing away from eBay and more into physical businesses. Yeah, they had several Airbnbs. I don't know. We have a lot of retail space available in Charlotte. We have a lot of office space in Charlotte too. Available. Matter of fact, enough that it's got we have this organization called the Charlotte City Center, Charlotte Center City, and they monitor what's going on inside the center of the city, which is where all the towers are at, the Panther Stadium, that kind of stuff. And they're like, there's a lot of open space, open buildings in Charlotte. We might need to have some public money to help do something with them. And people are already raising hell about that. Yeah, Kent, there is a lot saying, hey, hello, would you like that supersized? But I remember back in the 70s when high powered realtors in our area, you would see them working in retail because nobody could afford the 16% interest rate on a house. I figured she was being sarcastic.
Yeah, Lindy Glenn found that out the hard way.
What's that? Brick and
She opened a brick and mortar for about 3 years and closed it down last month. Just too many costs involved. There's a store like that in Waco now. I haven't been to it. They just buy
aha.
truckloads of inventory and put it out for sale. Start of the week it's $10 an item, and then 8, and then 5, and so on.
Yeah. Then by the last day, it's fill a bag.
Something like that.
Hey, Beth.
Yeah, her landlord screwed her over, and then she had a business partner that flaked out on her.
Well, you know, you can. Apple has a like a franchise type deal for their stores because we have a new one in here in town. Because my friend Bill, he was looking into open one in Ballantyne, which is kind of an affluent area of Charlotte. And of course, that means that
Maggie,
everybody's got Apple products.
Maggie, I think Lindy was going to close down her store back around August, but she had a contract with the landlord and would have had to pay a bunch of money that she didn't have. So she just kept it open long enough to where she could make payments on her rent until the contract expired.
I had just Google the BFE. Are you talking about you're in the outskirts of Egypt, Anissa? Because I didn't think you meant base flood elevation.
Yeah, Tommy, she's got such a following, she will do well on whatnot. Yeah. Yeah, her early videos, she showed a lot of cleavage, shall we say.
Good morning, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn.
Okay, I was that was the first thing was base flood elevation, and you know what the other BFE was?
Lindy Glenn, Harry. Yeah, I thought she had right before she opened her store, she was probably $100,000 seller on eBay. Plus, she had all that AdSense money um, because her channel was big. So I thought, man, that's got to be a pretty good living. And then she opens that store, and I thought, well, good luck. And then it just didn't pan out. Oh, good God, man.
Um, did she used to do? Was she the one that used to do all the videos about like stripping microwaves for parting out stuff? Was that her?
Lindy? No, she was more into clothes and jeans and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
Hey,
she'll be
Harlan.
fine. Yeah, Deb was the one who parted out appliances.
Yeah.
The early days of COVID nearly killed Deb. I remember that.
Yeah. And of course, we know that some people were not as lucky.
Yeah, Beth has gone into parting stuff out. And
Well, she
it's,
was doing parts and then she got out of it. I think she was getting back into it.
well, I think she did that because for a while Beth did pretty darn good
Yeah.
with just clothes. And then the last 6 months or so, I think Beth's clothes sales have slowed a lot. Oh, she started a new business? Yeah, Beth, isn't that kind of why you started doing more of the parting out appliances because the clothing is kind of tapered off for you?
Yes, Mr. Sadie. Deb had a great personality.
I don't mind parting stuff out if it's clean when you start, but when I start taking apart like a juicer or something, it's just there's always something you got to wash or it's pretty good money, but I don't think I would like to do that all the time. Yeah, you were down about 2K gross every month. That's
That was
not good.
down 2K. That was affecting her strip club money.
What?
She had to get back. Yeah, so that 2,000 was affecting her entertainment budget. She had to find something else.
Strip club money.
Cool, Beth.
That's what a dishwasher is for.
Somebody else I
Yeah.
was watching a video. They were talking about they put like vacuum cleaner parts that can go into a dishwasher and different items like that. They would stick them in the dishwasher and run them through a cycle.
Yeah, but you can't put the electrical portion in the dishwasher. It won't work after
Duh,
long enough.
Todd. Let's put that up there for clarity so somebody don't ruin something and they come back and
Hey, Larry. So, okay, before we leave, I pulled up some numbers. Yeah, I'm going back to the Texas border thing. From the United States Border Patrol in Texas. This is Texas only. In 2017, there were 303,000 apprehensions. In 2018, there were 521,000 apprehensions. In 2019, there were 977,000 apprehensions. In the COVID year, 2020, there were 400,000 apprehensions. In 2021, there was a big jump to 1,600,000 apprehensions. In 2022, there were 2,200,000 apprehensions. And in 2023, there were 2,500,000 apprehensions. So, what happened in 21, 22, 23 that hadn't happened before? That's like 270% more. What changed? Why did they jump so high the last 3 years?
I don't know.
So, now these are just apprehensions. I wonder how many more illegals came in that were not apprehended. And this is just Texas. So there are also the border states of New Mexico and Arizona and California. So it'd be interesting to put together the numbers for illegals entering the United States from all states.
Well, apparently he does, Tommy.
That's
He's been
like your
spending the
sell-through
shit out of
rate.
money. All right, it's 10:15. I gotta go.
All right, Tom, have a good rest of your Monday, and we'll be on your channel tomorrow.
Yeah. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for coming in. Hit Todd's like button before you go out. Show him some love. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, these are not migrants. These are illegal aliens. So I don't know. It's my channel. That was my bit of political. But they're facts. These are reported numbers from the Texas portion of the Border Patrol, United States Border Patrol. It's run by the United States government. So basically, the Border Patrol has turned into a processing into just a processing group. They really aren't there to prevent the entry of illegals. So, yep. So for the 4 years prior to the last 3, the numbers of illegals coming across were about almost a third less, or almost a third as much. I know. And then, on top of coming over illegally, the United Nations, which is paid for with your tax money, gives each illegal a voucher or a debit card with up to $2,500 on it. So the UN, in its wisdom, is basically enticing people to enter the United States illegally by giving them money. And I heard a figure that in 2023, the amount of money given to illegal aliens entering was $1,800,000,000. So that comes out of the coffers of the tax money that goes to fund the UN. So there you go. Do with it what you want, but Delaware is safe from it. Well, we just print more money. Okay. Wow. I know. Okay, with that, I will end the show. If that's getting political, then yeah, I just got political. I'm having the best. Well, January was the best January I ever had. February has slowed down some, but it's still good. 2023 was my best year ever. And my February totals are keeping up with the 2023 totals, so February's kind of slowed down to my normal average, I would say. Yeah, I did add promoted listings about June of last year because I got tired of hearing Tommy browbeat me about how I need to do that. Yeah, I still wasn't gonna do it when I did it, but I thought, well, what can it hurt? I'll try promoted listings. Sure enough, Tommy was right. Dang it. Hate it when I have to admit Tommy was right. I know. Did you have your best year in 2023, Tommy? Some of some of the increase is probably attributed to just the rise of prices of stuff, even the stuff we sell. Yep, you had your best year. So your reach, Tommy's reach, y'all. Tommy, if you went back to making YouTube content, you'd probably get a better AdSense check. I got my my 1099 from XXVI Holdings. That is Google AdSense money. Da da da. How much did I make in 2023 off of AdSense? Let's see. $137.27. That is about, what is that, $11 a month. Yay. Yeah, I don't do enough content to drive people to my YouTube channel. Plus, I'm not as pretty as Lindy Glenn, so now I gotta pay. What's my federal tax income? My level's about 15%. So if I take 15% off of that, I got about $100 take home pay from it. I can give it to the Border Patrol. That's right. No, I ain't giving nothing to the Border Patrol. They're United States run. I'll give it to the Texas Rangers maybe. Yeah, I don't have boobs. That's a true statement. Well, I got boobs. They're just not the big flashy ones. And mine have hair on them. I'm a hairy chested dude. Lives are not where the money is. Yeah, but if you don't do lives, then you probably won't get enough views to earn AdSense. So I think you got to have a combination. Prove it. I ain't gonna show my moobs. Hairy boob picker. Yeah, yeah. I used to look kind of sexy like Tom Selleck, but with my dark hair on my chest, but it's all turned white. It doesn't look like I have as much hair on my chest anymore because it all turned white. It happens when you get old. Harry Moobs Hustler. There you go. We still got a bunch of people watching. It's about time to turn the show off, but you guys are hanging in with me today. Anybody else want to come in and chat? I'll stay on for 15 more minutes if somebody else comes in and wants to chat. I'll put the link over here. If nobody comes in, I'm shutting her down pretty quick. Because I fully realize I'm boring by myself. You're going to quit reselling and just go scavenge for all this free stuff. Yeah. Roman? Shoot. If Roman came on, I wouldn't be able to understand a word he's saying. He has such a. He doesn't sound like he's from Texas. Oh yeah, Roman, you coming on live later today? What time? You would, but your camera sinks. Sadie's busy. Sadie needs to get to work. He's just sitting around. You sound like you're from Delaware. Okay. Stinks. Your camera stinks. Procrastinator picker. Oh, you're going to be on John and Jenna? Woo! Ping
Hey,
Jing!
hello.
Hey, girlfriend from California, eh?
Yes. How are
How are
you
you?
today?
I don't think I've ever seen you live.
Well, this is my fourth time.
Woo!
Let me
How
see if
did
I
I
can.
get so blessed?
How can I move this higher? Oh,
Oh, you're
that's
fine.
that's better.
You look
That's
beautiful
it.
today.
Eh,
Eh,
I need a haircut.
yeah, I don't. Mine all fell out.
Ah, yes, as I told you in some other chat, that photo is 20 years old.
Well, you look every bit as cute now as
Oh,
you do in that photo.
well. Now, do I look like I'm 76 years old?
Hell no.
Oh.
What is it with
Asians? Yeah.
a?
They
I didn't want to be rude and say it out loud, but look at you.
yes.
You are 76. Good
Yeah, we don't
God.
show our age. So, see, if my hair were all black, it used to be, but yeah, I started getting gray hairs. So,
Shoot.
yeah.
I'm so gray it all turned white.
Yes, yeah, I wish my hair would be all white.
Look at this.
'Cause-
Look at this beard.
oh, yeah, that's very white.
Every hair on my body is like that.
You never show your face, huh?
No, that goes. When I first started YouTube, it was all about just doing silver and gold and coins, and there's a large amount of those YouTubers who are try to stay fairly anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
And when I started doing YouTube, I started that way. I never showed my face in any of the videos I did or any of the lives I went on. And I just carried it over when I started reselling about 8 years ago and just stayed with it.
Mm.
People tease me all the time, hey, hands. So, yeah, I don't want to become a famous YouTuber that gets nasty stuff sent to him like Kevin the Commonwealth
oh,
Picker,
yes.
John,
Mm-hmm.
people messing with them just because they've
Now,
got a big YouTube channel.
the people who are sending the stuff to Kevin, they're using that return label over and over and over. I would think the post office would have caught it early on,
I know.
you know?
And both John and Kevin have reported it to the United States Postal Service.
Yeah.
So, yeah, get a life, Anissa says.
Mm-hmm.
Look, everybody loves you. Hi, Ping.
Well, I
So,
have attended a lot of lives, so
all right.
I thought it was, when it's not that it's finally time to show my face.
So, I got to ask, in your listings, do you show cleavage?
Way back when, a lot of them do, right?
Shoot.
These gals with the big boobs holding up the object.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
if you look at tools like wrenches and
Oh,
hammers,
yes.
stuff, that's still a big thing in those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's see. See if I can find one.
I don't see that too often because I'm not looking for tools.
Yeah. Gonna see if I can find one or two.
Mm.
Looking in wrenches right now.
Well, it must work, otherwise they wouldn't keep doing it.
I guess. I'm not finding any right off the bat, but
Now you're in the central time zone, right?
right, Texas.
Texas, okay.
Mhm.
I think that's what, 2 hours? Well, it's 7:30 here,
Yeah, you're we
Pacific.
got
Yeah,
we got Central and then Mountain and then
Pacific. Yeah,
Pacific. Yeah.
okay.
Where's Tara and Jim? I don't know. Haven't heard from them in a couple of weeks.
Okay. Now, those are two names I don't recognize, Tara and Jim.
Yeah, they are. They used to be up around Upper Michigan, and they moved to Kentucky.
Oh,
They're pretty good resellers, but they're big into horses and horse shows, all kinds of stuff they do. Very interesting people. Funny. Jim is the best storyteller on YouTube whenever we can get a story out of him. Jim must have gotten in trouble. Jim stays in trouble. Fun kind of trouble.
Oh, you're in Texas. Are you going to the Plains to Profit meetup?
Oh,
I think that's at the end of this month in Omaha, Nebraska.
oh my God. All right, I'm going to pull out my. You know how far Nebraska is from Texas?
Oh, I thought it was just, that's Oklahoma. Okay. So there's Texas and then Oklahoma and then what's above Oklahoma? Kansas?
Kansas.
And then Nebraska.
Right.
Oh.
You said it was in
Omaha, Nebraska.
Omaha. All right, I'm going to type it in here. OMAHA. Directions.
I guess if you're driving, it's more than 8 hours, huh?
10 hours, 47 minutes, 733 miles. It's almost straight north of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't be going.
No. Yeah, I wish I could go to some of these, but they're too far away. And I don't have a real ID nor a passport, so I cannot fly.
You don't have an ID.
It's called a real ID.
Oh,
on your driver's license?
Yeah. I got that when I renewed my driver's license.
Yeah, well, I renewed, but I don't have the paperwork they need. So I have just a regular driver's license without the real part on it.
And you can't even fly domestically?
That's right.
Really?
Now, I heard they had extended it to October of this past year, and I don't know if they extended it again for California. But anyway, that's why I went to Orlando with my daughter, because she said at the time, this was like 2 years ago, the real ID would be required. So she wanted me to walk them in for free to Walt Disney World, because I can do that because I'm a retiree from there. And so
I didn't know
paid
that.
they paid for my flight, and we went to Orlando. Now, they had originally wanted to stay on the property so they wouldn't have to rent a car. But
Uh-huh.
all of the rooms in the properties were filled. So they had to rent an Airbnb, which, as it turned out, saved them money because it was only $79 a night.
Goodness. That
And it was
sounds
for
good.
4 bedrooms.
That sounds great.
Yeah, and it was in the city. I don't know how they pronounce it, but I think it looks like it's pronounced Kissimmee. Maybe it's Kissimmee? I don't know. But anyway,
No, I think you said it right the first time.
Kissimmee,
Kissimmee.
yeah. So, and that was, my gosh, 20 minutes away. So
Right.
yeah, it turned out really nice. And we had a good time. The only thing is, she had planned to be in the parks for 4 days. But because of the ID I have from the company, it's limited to 3 days. So at the time she booked it, because you need reservations to go. So at the time she wanted to go, only one park was available. So she booked it. Now she's doing this under my ID because she couldn't do this herself. And then every night she would log into the site and, another park's available. So she would book it, and then that's how we were able to go.
Ah.
And then on the 3rd day, we split it between the remaining 2 parks. And we still, we went during President's Week, and a lot of the big attractions were closed, which I had wanted to go to, like that Mount Everest one,
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but we still had a good time.
I bet.
Yeah, so.
I like being there, but I don't like traveling back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And we pretty much pay full price for everything, so.
Yeah. It's expensive
I know.
to go, so yeah, I saved them a lot of money. So.
We went out there about 3 years ago. We had a good time.
Mm-hmm.
We did all the Harry Potter stuff and those parks.
Well, now I have to really work on trying to figure out how to apply for a passport that's been lost, because she's moving to Toronto, and it would be fun to go there and do stuff with them. So
Right.
I got 5 years to figure out how to get another passport.
Yeah, I think it takes a while, but I think they're pretty easy to renew.
But it would be easier if I had something, but I have nothing.
Right. Our 10 years on our passports ran out a few years ago, and it was easy just to go to our post office and
Yeah.
sign back up, and we got our passports in about a month from
Yeah.
signing up.
Well, I renewed it twice since getting it, because the first time I went was we went for 45 days, and right before the husband was transferred to San Francisco. So that was fun. We did the Eurail.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Jumped on we were going with Arthur Frommer's $5 a day or something. And we would jump on the train and ride it. Saves a motel room because you're sleeping on the car in the train, and then you get there in the morning, and there you go. So yeah, it was a fun trip. And then we thought we'd do it again a few years later. And then I found out I was pregnant, so we didn't go. So that was it. But yet my daughter has gone, oh my gosh, she's gone with 2 kids now. The first time she went to China, and her oldest, at the time she only had the 1 kid, was almost 2 years old. So she brought him an iPad so he would be entertained when they were on the plane, you know. And she got pictures of him on the steps of what is that? The Great Wall. And she said so many people were taking pictures of him, you know, because he's half Caucasian. And I guess looked different enough for them to be curious and all of that. So,
right.
But he's a cute kid. And now they've got two. They're 10 and 11 years old. And they've been to Portugal. The last time they went to, oh gosh, where did they? It's in South America, Costa Rica. And she posted these pictures of the slug. No, what are they? Oh God. It's an animal. It's a big animal. It starts with an S.
A sloth?
Sloths. Yeah. She had posted a picture of a sloth on, they did the zip line. And one of the pictures she had posted was a sloth hanging from a zip line that some gal was zipping into. I don't know if she hit him or what, but I'm thinking, oh my gosh. But that's what they did. They went and they did the zip lining, and they went to a sloth farm where she picked up this sloth. Now, she was told how to hold him, but she didn't follow the instructions. And so she was holding it like a baby. And so the sloth with the big old arms and is behind, you know, holding onto her, and she couldn't get him off. So she posted that as her picture for a while.
Funny.
Yeah. They look like cute creatures.
Do what?
They look very cute.
They are.
Yeah.
All right. I got to get all these orders packed and.
Alrighty. It was nice chatting with you.
Oh, you too. Thank
All
you.
right.
What an honor to have you on. Do you still speak Chinese?
No.
No.
Unfortunately, it was very little at all. And
Okay.
now that my mother has passed, none at all, because there's nobody to speak it to.
Okay.
But when she was alive, to communicate, I would have to speak some Chinese. And my sister lived with her, and she was doing pretty good with the Chinese. But now that my mother is gone, she has nobody to speak it to either. And then she moved to Arizona, so I don't know. Not too many people. Not well. There's a big Chinese population in Mesa, Arizona, but I don't think she speaks Chinese to them. So yeah, we've all lost it.
Man, you got family all over.
Mm.
All
You
right,
have family all over?
Nah, mostly from like Missouri down through Oklahoma to Texas.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
Yeah, I don't have much, but the ones I do have are here. You know, so okay, I'm gonna let you go.
Such a pleasure. Thank you very much.
All right.
And
It
we'll
was
see you
fun.
in the chats.
Yes,
Maybe I can get you to come on again soon.
maybe.
All right.
Alrighty.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, how do I log off?
End stream.